We're going to talk on this episode of Ryan Real Estate. How do you actually buy a home if you have to sell your home in order to buy the next home? On this episode of Ryan Real Estate. Are you ready to buy a new home, but, big but there, you need to sell your current home first? In this video, I'm going to show you how to navigate the process of purchasing a new home while also selling your current home. So first, it's important to get your finances in order. Determine your budget and then speak with a lender first to get pre-approved for a mortgage. And this is going to give you a better idea of how much you can actually afford for your new home. The lender will also help you figure out if you do need to sell your current home in order to purchase the next, or if you could actually make an offer without having to sell your home. But let's talk about two ways that you can do this, selling your house before you buy your next property. Number one, it's with a contingency, and number two is without a contingency. Well, let's first describe what is a contingency. A contingency on the sale in a real estate contract is a clause that makes the purchase of a new property contingent on the sale of your current home. So this means that if your current home does not sell within a certain period of time, typically 30 to 45 days, the contract to purchase the new property can be canceled by the buyer without a penalty, financial penalty. So the contingency on the sale of your home is typically added to the contract as an amendment, and it's a way to protect the buyer, you, from being stuck with two homes and two mortgages and two mortgage payments. So depending on how competitive the home you are wanting to buy is, many sellers though do not like this option. They don't want to sell to someone who has to sell another house. Typically you want to have that under contract either way. However, we are seeing more sellers willing to do this in this real estate market. And this process would be for you to list your home, get it under contract, and then once it's under contract, go shopping for a new home. Hopefully the one you're wanting will be on the market, because remember, you have a contract on your current home, and that contract has a close date when you have to be out of that house. So a lot of times sellers will get stuck in the middle of this where they have a contract on their house, but they haven't found the perfect property. The second way to purchase a home when needing to sell your current home is to do so non-contingent on the sale of that property. However, you typically have to be approved by a lender. But here's the timeline. You still can get an offer and get under contract, but you're gonna need the lender's approval to be able to do this, because basically you're gonna have the financial capability and income capability to take on two mortgages. Most sellers prefer this though over a contingent offer. And in fact, the great part about this is it often saves you money because there's more risk to the seller by accepting option number one, a contingent offer. But you would have to carry two mortgage payments until the home you're selling closes, which sometimes you can kind of time these about the same time. However, if you're in the scenario and this is what you want to do, which I would highly suggest, it makes you be more competitive out there market and typically get you a low price, I would suggest you work with one of our partners, HomeLight, who actually has a lending product called Buy Before You Sell, and which basically allows you to go out and purchase a home, again, approved through them first, purchase a home before you sell your own, and that's if you can't get qualified to carry two mortgages, and then you don't have to make a contingent offer. Bottom line is, you're gonna need a great real estate agent who understands all these different scenarios to hold your hand through this process. It's for sure possible, but it really just requires a pro and some great planning. Both options are very well possible, but again, a little tricky. So remember, we have number one, you can make an offer contingent on the sale of your property, but remember, most sellers don't like it as much. However, in this market, we're seeing people accept that. Or number two, you can make an offer with lender's approval to be able to make an offer on the property you're purchasing and then sell your home after, or not requiring it until you close on that one. Or you could use one of our partners, HomeLight, who can actually help you do that process in a pretty seamless way. If you have any questions, I know it's very complicated, and it is a complicated mission we do in real estate, but we do it all the time, help lots of families have done it, and we would love to help you too if that's something you're interested in. If you have any questions, let us know. We'll see you next time on Ryan Real Estate.